This is the overview of the machine. It's part of feed. This blocking wheel for bottles is spacing screw and these star wheels and bottle pressing head, bottle holder, bottle detection sensor. And this is a label load tray. This is the web guiding system. Web guiding controller. It can automatically correct the labels that go astray, go out of track. And this is the knife drum. This is the label drum. This is a hot melt pot. And this is the glue applying station. And this is the outfeed star wheel, and this is the discharge conveyor. And this machine uses a 3-phase power supply, and these totally five wires. These three wires are live wires. This is a neutral wire, and this is earth wire. And it uses 63 ampere air switch. That is power enough to power this machine. Otherwise, it will jump switch. And it uses compressed air also. This compressed air hose. And here we also have two for mounting the sensors. This sensor for out of bottles sensing, which will be mounted about 2 meters on the conveyor here. And this sensor is short of bottle sensor, which is longer. It should be mounted out front of the short of bottle sensor. And also at the discharge end, we have a bottle backup or bottle blocking sensor here, which should be mounted at your facility at the discharge end of the conveyor there. And also here you can wiring your drink packing motor here at the electrical cabinet. At the electrical cabinet, these the bottom right corner. These 1, 2, 3 for the live wires UVW. Here is empty holes, and since there is no reserve holes for the earthware, you can mount the earthware here. This hole you can mount here, the earthware here, because this is taken up. This earthware is taken up by this, and this is the electrical cabinet. And also for the startup first use of the machine, this air switch mains power air switch should be pushed upwards and for starting. And then for starting of a machine, turn on the power switch. And then turn on the vacuum pump of the machine and the gluing of the machine. And then you push on this label 0 point search, which is the positioning of the labels or label home search. And then push the run button to let the machine run without bottles for a few minutes. And then you push bottle feed button to feed the bottles for labeling. This is the startup of the machine. And now let's have a explain of the parts of the machine. Of the touch screen of the machine. First, you enter the system, English screen system, and then this is the planned output. This is the current output, and this 0 output. You can clear to 0 of the total current output, and these indicators is for when you hold push, it will dispense one label. So to see if the label dispense the length is correct or not. And these are buttons of the machine. This missing label alarm, disabling or shielding. For when the label has run almost out of labels, this sensor will detect and will automatically stop the machine if the labels is almost out of run. And this gluing pump is here. This is a glue pump. This glue part, and there is a glue pump there, driven by the motor. And the glue pump reverse is after each batch of production, because there's still residue glue in the hose, and you push glue pump running reverse to let the residue glue to out of the hoses. This will reduce the heating time of next batch of production. And this trail removal is clear. After each operation. If there are still empty bottles on the turntable, and then you can push trail removal to clear the remaining bottles. It's run and stop the machine. And also here, this is the capacity setting, the speed of run and the actual speed of the running. The real-time angle, it refers to the angle of the turntable, the position of the turntable. This button is mainly used for the bottle detection sensor adjustment. When when you set the bottle detection sensor, you will set this to 0 to about a 0 angle, so the bottle is in the first position of the run. This is for lack of material indicator. That means short of bottles, and this is out of bottles, out of material indicator, and this is a material blocked, the bottle blocked or bottle back up indicator. And this is security door alarm close, means the security. If you want to, once the doors are open, the machine will alarm. And if you want to disable alarm, you push this button. So even when the doors are open, it will not buzzer. And this is a gluing test for the glue test, input test to test the infeed our bottles. This conveyor on and off. This conveyor. Label 0 point search means it will position the labels to the correct starting point for the label dispensing, or we can also call it label home search. So before each run of the machine, you need to position the labels in the correct position. Push this button after the machine is started, and the heating starting for run is the heating on for the heating of the glue part. And this is a label feeding, deep label sending, and it's a vacuum pump and on. So this is the vacuum pump of the machine. And this is gluing on and off, the gluing station here. And the bottle in feed or on and off. And this glue pump is the pump here. And this is the startup screen for the parameter screen. This angle is for the position of the turntable. The jog speed means the jog speed is for these buttons. There are jog buttons on both sides, and also we have this jog button. This is portable jog switch. Jog switch here. And we have low speed. Low speed is when the bottles are short of bottles, it will turn to low speed setting. And this is high speed when the bottles are enough. And label sending station are different for the small bottles and the big bottles. So for the small bottles, the label sending, what we said, the label feeding station is station number 2, and the glue applying station is number 4 station. And this is glue applying angle, means the position, glue applying angle, and the glue return angle. So these are almost fixed. This is a glue applying angle when so there are A and B here, and for this is the whole length of a label. So after the label enters this glue applying station, it will this cylinder will push it inward to apply glue. And when the B station, here are marked A and a B for each bottle. When the B station passes this glue applying station, this should be retreat. So this sets the position of the applying and retreating. And this is less material time. Less material means short of bottle time. Once the short of bottle is cleared, alarm is cleared, then the restarting of the normal run of the production, the delay time. This is the restart time. Short of bottle restart time, and this out of material, out of bottle time, it will stop after it detects. It will stop the delay time, and this is the restart time out of bottle. This material block time means the bottle block time or bottle backup time. So this is delay time. The machine will stop once the bottle blocked, once the sensors detects. These sensors, the block time. Once it detects no bottles, the sensors that you will mounted on the conveyor in front of this conveyor. And this is the conveyor tracking speed, because for the conveyor and the glue pump, we don't have to manually adjust the inverter's speed, and we can set them to be with the speed, the same speed as the main unit of the machine, and we can usually set it 150%, and this glue pump speed about 50%. They will be in the correct speed that can run smoothly. And this is the second page of the parameters. Encoder current position. This is the knife station. The knife encoder is the encoder here. This is the encoder for the knife station. Encoder for the current. And this deflection of the angle of the orange means the cutter delay time, and this is the 0 point of the second knife, because for the different bottles, the small bottles uses 2 knives, and for the bigger bottles, the 1 liter and 1.5 liter bottles, only 1 knife is needed, because the label is much longer. So when running the big bottles, you should turn to 1 knife mode. And then now we are set. The machine is set for small bottle 350. So 2 knives mode. And this is the label station. Label length. For the adjustment of the machine, you should set the correct label length. Measure the label length. One label length from this. One label length is from this position, before the eye mark to here. This is to here, not here. To here. This is one label length here, and the label stop position means the label dispensing stop position. So this can adjust the label cut length, label stop position to the correct. And there are 2 modes, also the eye mark mode for detecting the eye mark to decide the length of the label cutting. Also have fixed mode. Fixed mode means the cut length will always be same, and the eye mark will not work. And this is the main axis lifting. Main axis is the main shaft. This is the main shaft of the machine. This is the main shaft of the machine, and there's also one screw. This is the screw. Only this screw is loosened. This main shaft can be lifted up and down. This is the main shaft. So before raise up, because the different bottles have different height, and this bottle pressing height need to be raised up or lowered down to suit the bottle heads. Only before the screw is loosened, then we can hold the press to raise up or lower down the bottle pressing heads. And after the shaft is raised up or lowered down, we must push this lock button to lock the screws, to fasten the screws. And this is the temperature screen. So there are 32, the glue box temperature. The glue box temperature here, glue pot, and the glue axis temperature. This is the glue roller, the glue gear, the centerpiece temperature, and also the scraper. This is the scraper. There are totally two scrapers, scraper 1 and scraper 2. And scraper 1 has the heating tube here, and also the temperature here, and the center roller, the glue applying roller also has heating tubes here. So once the machine it takes about 25 minutes to heat to the temperature. The setting temperature is about, for the hot metal glue, is about 150 degrees, and different they may vary a little bit. And for the operation machine, so for preheating time takes about 25 to 30 minutes. So only after the temperatures, the current temperature, it reach the set temperature, we can run the machine. And this is the alarm screen. After each clock is cleared, we push reset buttons here to rerun the machine. And this is the monitor screen for the input signals and output signals. So we can check which signal is not working normal via these screens. Once the signal is good, the indicators will show blue, and if not good, will show black. So if we know one signal is not working but still shows green, it means it's not normal. And this is the starting of the machine. And for the starting of the machine, we firstly turn off these buttons, off the vacuum pump, and off the green off, and off the bottom feed, and then we push start button. So we can leave no residue glue or labels on the drums. So this is of the machine, and for the changeover of the machines, there are change paths here. This change path is for for the blocking wheel here, and also have a change parts. These change parts. This is the change part, the spacing screw change part, and these change parts also the star wheel and the guide piece and the other feed discharge wheel. And this is the bolt holders, also change parts. This is the position piece. This position piece should be aligned like this. Should be that position. It must be mounted in the correct orientation. And this is the glue strip. The glue strip for different bottles. These glue strips needs to be changed. And we have marked for the marked for each bottle which position A 300 A and B. This is a B. This is the beginning of the label, and this is the end of the label. And this is the blocking piece. Blocking piece here. So for the bottles that is long running, we should block the holes so that block the holes with no holes here. So yeah, the blocking piece also needs to be changed. And this is the gear. This is the gear for the bigger bottle and the small bottles. This is gear for the bigger bottle uses smaller gears. This is gears that here that we see in the changeover video there. And this is the cam. The cam also different for the small bottles and big bottles. The cam is here, located at the bottom of the main shaft. This here also needs to be changed. And this is the label pricing sponge. They have 3 pieces, also needs to be changed. After the label is applied, and need the pricing sponge to press them smoothly on the bottle surface. So these are the change parts